Get your coffee, get your tea. Come on, sit down with me. So for today's drink, I have a wild berry Red Bull. I need this energy. Oh my goodness. When I tell y'all this earring has fallen twice before I even made it on camera. And this one fell and broke. As I was fixing my drink, my air fryer fell to the floor and shattered. Do you hear me? I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Like, I cannot make this up. I wanted to wrap my hair up today. I really, really did. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. But I should have. I should have wrapped my hair for this video. But anyway, today's video topic is going to be about trust. And I wrote a Substack about it that I am going to be releasing. So by the time y'all see this, it probably will be uploaded on my Substack. And trust is harder than belief. And the reason I say that is believing in yourself is easy. You can come say, I believe in myself. I believe in God. I believe in my dream. I believe in this. I believe in that. Sometimes it may be hard and difficult to believe in yourself and God and your dream. But essentially, you're like, I still believe. I believe. I believe. But trust, that's saying I have stripped everything from me. And not only do I believe, but I trust what I want will happen for me. I trust that God will come through for me. I trust that my dream will be my reality. That trust, woo, it'll do something lethal to you. And the reason I say that is this: trusting is like free falling and praying that you land on what you envision or something greater. But you cannot control the outcome. You can't control when it comes, where it comes, how it looks, how it feels. You can't control any of it. It's just to trust that everything that you put into it will come into fruition, and everything that you have put all your beliefs in God, that He'll do it, and trust He'll show up for you. And that is hard. Oh my gosh, it is hard. And I had to sit with it, and I was like, why don't I trust myself? Why don't I trust God is going to do it? Like when I need God to show up in small ways, He show up. And it may not be when I want Him to show up, but He was right on time. I know that's right. And I was thinking to myself, how can I put this? What stops a person from trusting themselves? Because some people will stop before they even believe in themselves. And some people stop at the moment they have to trust themselves and trust God and trust the journey. And a lot of people will tell you, believe in yourself. But the moment you start trusting yourself, people will tell you you're delusional. People will say you're doing too much, or who do you think you are? Not realizing that it's trust. Like, I trust everything that I'm doing. And it looks different. To some people, it look like ego. Some people look like you being cocky. To some people, it may look like you're trying to pretend like you're God. Like, who you think you are? And it's crazy how trust look like that when people trying to stop you. But when you're in belief, it's like imagination a little bit. It's like, I believe in myself, but not enough to trust myself. Enough where people will judge me. Because the moment you start trusting, people gonna judge. But the question is, people will feel that energy shifts the moment that you start trusting yourself, because it's no longer something you imagine. It's something that you know is going to happen for you. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know that it's going to happen. And that is different. Um when it comes to trust, it make me think how eagles do the free fall, and they connect their claws the moment that they meet their soulmate or their partner, however you want to put it. They go to the highest point of the sky and they hold on and they fall. And before they make it to land, they let go. In order to be like, I put my future into you. I believe that you're going to show up for me. I believe that you're going to protect our children. I believe this, but this trust fall is going to turn my belief into a reality. And as they are doing that, they have to trust each other to let go before they land. Sometimes they make it all the way to the ground. And it's the same thing with your dreams. You have to trust your dreams, and your dreams has to trust you just as much, to know that you are not going to let go until it's time for you getting close to land, so you can land gently, so you can land in everything that you want, and so you don't end in your landing. Or if you let go while you're falling, in that moment where you let go, your landing will be hard. No matter where you will fall. You may fall in a tree, you may fall over here, over there, and then you have to start all over again in dreaming, in believing, and then stepping out on trust. Kind of like the fool's journey. And when I thought about that, I also thought about how swans, when they see their soulmate, they just know this is going to be my partner for life. And that's the difference. Some people just know that it's going to happen, and they go through that whole process with ease because they understand it in its fullness once they recognize it. And some people have to go through that trust fall in order to feel it. And I really thought that was an interesting concept, because it's like, if we can't trust ourselves, how much do we really trust God? And I had to see with, do I trust myself in order to believe? Do I trust myself in order to dream? And do I trust God enough to show up? And when you're going through the hardest parts of your life, the first people tell you, trust God. And you're like, but, this is going on and that is going on. They'd be like, you got to trust God. And you be like, but, do you trust yourself enough to trust Him? And if you don't, you're stuck at belief, or before belief. You just need it to happen. But the moment that you surrender to, I believe this is going to happen for me, I trust God is going to show up for me, there you go. Everything changes. That blessing that you've been praying for showed up. That blessing was a dream. That I believe this is going to happen, not only because I need it, because it will change something in me. It will change the direction of my life. It will change my circumstances. But that moment you have to let go and trust God will show up, and that you can't just go out and try to fix it and do this, and God to stop you and halt you. Like, but I tried to do this earring, but I tried to do this and I tried to do that. And God stop you every which way, because He wants you to trust Him. Let go and surrender to Him so He can show up for you. It's like we want to dictate the outcomes of what it is. What I used to do, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold. I'm gonna put my earring back on. But right now, I'm just like, Forget it. Um, I used to think 10, I always think 10 steps ahead. So I can dictate the outcome and understand it and then take my grievances to God when it don't show up how I wanted to show up. Was I playing God and didn't want God to show up to fix everything that I was doing because I was trying to take his job? Because I was trying to be the ultimate manifester, the doer, the seeker, the believer, the constructor of it all. And then when I couldn't construct what I really wanted, then I'm like, God, why didn't you do this for me? Because I tried to do it for myself. I dreamed, I believed, and I trust me. But I didn't trust him to do it for me. And I thought about this. I was playing this, you know how when you play a game, let me put my earring on. Hold up. Okay. So it makes me think of this when you're playing a game. And, before I get to that, I have to get to the backstory. Before you can trust and you have belief, and everything is being stripped from you, you slowly start to dwindle and take away your belief. You like, maybe this is not going to show up. Maybe I'm not going in the right direction. Maybe I'm not doing this and doing that. And you're like, but the tools I need in order to make it come into fruition is being stripped away from me, because now you're being intertwined and woven into trust. And it's trusting that the process that you're doing is still going to happen even when the very things is being taken away. Because you never heard a person that became successful not talk about or not go through the process of the stripping. They always say, I was homeless. They'll say they was broke. They'll say um, they was losing everything, bills due, they couldn't pay, applying to jobs, doing all these other things. It's always a story of falling into the deepest belief of their lives, not realizing they was trusting as they was falling. And it's still holding on to that belief of this will happen for me, not understanding they are trusting the process that it will show up for me the moment that I land. Ooh. I don't know, they did something to me. And when you're playing a game and you are on the last level of this game and you're thinking to yourself, I don't have extra money to put into the game. I use all my armor. I use all my good weapons. I don't have no more special powers. I don't have this and that. I just have everything my character have built on the levels before in order to beat this level, this last level. You probably went through that level a whole bunch of times. You understood how that big old monster was going to come at you and do all these different things and all these little small little things that stop you and deter you in order to take you out the game before you can make it to the end. And at that moment, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your character. You have to understand what they have gained and the strengths that they have in order to do certain things with the small things that show up. You understand, if I say, for instance, the game Mario, you know the little mushrooms, if I jump on the mushroom this way at this speed, I don't have to worry about it. If I duck this way going underneath this pipe, then I'm good. Because I understand my character can move this fast at this amount of speed if I press the buttons a certain way. At that moment, you trust in yourself. That moment you're moving a little slower in the process because you understand, especially if that's your last life and you don't want to keep doing it again, you're going to take your time and you are going to trust the process. You're going to trust that you are going to win. And once you make it to the end and you facing that monster and your character probably got a little bit of life left and you beat it, it's because you understood what you had inside of you in order to beat it. You think it was the character on the screen, but it was the person controlling the remote. That's what trust look like. And that's what belief look like. And before you started the game, that's what the dream looked like. But you thought you would have all these special powers in order to end the game. But your belief showed up on every level, including the last one. But your slow process allows you to trust it. So as you're going through life and the process of what you are building, understand the character and the person that you are becoming because of it, because of the dream, because of the belief, because of the trust. But understand, in order to fully trust and get to the next level in life, not only do you have to believe, but you have to fall. Unless you recognize it like a swan. And most people don't. Most people have to fall to understand why they believe, to understand why they dream. And that's a hard process. Because I was thinking to myself, why people tell you to believe, but they don't tell you what's next. Until like what's next show up, you like, hold up, wait a minute, what is this? Trust. And a lot of us, we're afraid to get to that trust point because people strip us from our dream and people take away our belief on, you believe that's gonna happen for you? You believe that? Hey, y'all hear this? Come listen to what such and such got to say. Tell them what your dream is. Oh, I want to be a doctor. You know how you is. You talk about you want to be a doctor. You ain't never been to college. Then you go in a quiet space of your mind or in a quiet space of your home or wherever. Am I dreaming too big? Am I thinking crazy? What am I doing? Like, these people laughed at me. It's because they don't know how to dream. But they'll tell you to dream big, but they don't tell you what to dream. And if they tell you what to dream, they'll give you reality. And when they give you reality, they'll take away your hope. And when they take away your hope, you will never fall in love with a dream again, because reality became your dream and your hope took away your vision. Don't let that slide over your head. But the moment that you dream, you're like, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And they tell you every hurdle that's going to come. You got kids, or you got this, and you got that. You're like, nah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to work. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to take care of these kids. If you married, I'm in a relationship, blah, 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 blah. Whatever you got going on, understand that you can do it. People will shame you for multitasking. And people will shame you what is being multitasked. Let me explain. When you at work, the first thing they want you to do is multitask, and you better know how to do it efficiently. But when you're doing it for your dream, they're gonna tell you need to put something down so you can hold your dream. What you mean put something down? Your dream. So you can work on your reality. Oh, that's doing too much, all that extra work on top of going to work and taking care of the kids and being married and blah, 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 blah. Why do I have to multitask in reality, multitask in work, but I can't multitask holding my dream? So when you dream, when you believe, and when you trust, but when you fall, but when you land, speak. Ooh. I hope y'all hearing me. Because people tell you to believe in God. And the moment that somebody don't, they will shame you. Oh, they don't even believe in God. How we got here? They got the Bible, they got this and they got this and that. But the moment you believe in yourself, you're doing too much. You know, such and such time out, they believe they gonna do this. They believe they gonna do this. Or they believe this. Or they say they gonna make it to the Grammys, the Oscars, or they're gonna make it to be a professional hairstylist and doing such and such hair and doing this, and they working out their kitchen. But the moment you say, I believe God gonna do it for me, they'll tell you, keep your dream. Keep dreaming. Because they think in their mind it ain't gonna happen. Why? Because their vision is lost. Their hope is gone. And they can only feed you reality. But the moment that you believe in yourself and you start falling, such and such, they fell off. They stopped talking to me. They stopped texting me. I asked this person for money. I lost my job. You know, my money is, I don't know what I'm going to do. Bills due. But yet you still working. You still believing. And the first thing they'll tell you, let go of that damn dream and you need to, oh, excuse my language, child. Let go of this dream and you need to do this and you need to do that. And you say, I believe it's going to happen for me. They'll laugh at you. The same way they laughed at Jesus carrying the cross. They'll, this person thinks they're going to happen. Not realizing that you're doing a trust fall in your reality. So you can land in everything that you believe and that you dream. The moment it become your reality, they'll tell you, I told you to dream big. How? I told you to believe. In what? And you say, what about trust? I told you to trust God. You told me to trust God in order to dream. But then you gave me reality. And when I took away everything that you gave me, I was never the underline. I was never a part of the chapters. I was never even included in the book if you gave it to me. Think about it. They'll give you the book of life just to tell you your name wasn't written in it. And tell you better put your head in these modern times and look at reality. Until your dream, belief, and trust becomes everything. Then they want to tell you and hand you a new book with your name in it. But at that point, you put your name in it. based upon how much you dreamed, based upon how much you believe, based upon how much you trust. And not only will they write your name in it, but they'll tell everybody how they knew you and pretend that they know you when they was the very ones trying to stop you. That's what trust is. Trust is the last thing before you get it all. Just gotta believe it as you fall. And don't let go. Woo! Don't let go. This is a really good topic. To even start recording this topic, I gotta go clean up air fryer parts. I cannot believe my air fryer fell on that floor and shattered. I mean, it shattered. I'm thinking to myself, how did it even get close enough to the edge to fall? Earring fell and broke. I had to fix it. Earring kept falling off. My hair wasn't cooperating. I was like, maybe I just need to wrap it up. Then I was like, no, I don't want to wrap it up. I just wanted to, slick it on back. Slick it on back. And then I was thinking to myself, no, I want to do something different. Y'all, I trust the process to show up. So I hope it land in y'all reality. That's a perspective to shift your reality and something to really be thought about. So think about it. And where do I even start? I wanted this topic to be a little bit longer, but I think I kind of put it all in and condensed it and really said everything. So it's up to you. This car is like really bothering me because it keep going back and forth, back and forth. But anyway, don't forget to dream. Don't forget to believe. And don't forget to trust. So you can land in your new found reality. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also don't forget to check out my other podcasts, my quick conversations. I'll put them right here. And also my Substacks. I've been writing my Substacks, y'all. And also about time this video goes up, my Substack about trust it's the same type of deep dive, but a different perspective of it. And I want y'all to check all that out too. And I hope I will see you on the next one. And don't forget, trust is the last thing before you fall into your new reality. There you go.